You, in general, are truly just god-awful. What a horrible way to go out.
Obviously, Vincent Kennedy McMahon is a well-known figure in the world of professional wrestling, but he's also a well-known practical joker, as he has pulled off a number of pranks on his employees throughout his time as chairman. However, there have also been a few WWE superstars who were brave enough to play a joke on the boss himself. I'm Rick Ucchino, and here are those WWE superstars who were able to get away with giving the chairman a taste of his own medicine. Number 5, the Nasty Boys and the British Bulldog teaming up to fill Vince McMahon's coat with shaving foam. Pranks were a regular occurrence in WWE back in the day, and the Nasty Boys were well-known pranksters, so it comes as no surprise that even the WWE chairman was unable to escape one of their practical jokes back in the early 90s. The Undertaker spoke to Barstool Sports earlier this year, and the dead man revealed that the Nasty Boys once teamed up with the British Bulldog to pull off a prank on both Vince McMahon and J.J. Dillon. According to the Phenom, it was total mayhem, as the trio took Vince McMahon's jacket, filled it full of shaving cream, and then tied J.J. Dillon's briefcase up on top of the ceiling. The dead man did not reveal what Vince McMahon's reaction was, but it is likely that he was not very happy when he found his jacket, and it was full of foam. Number 4, Triple H actually pranking McMahon on live television. There are not many superstars who have a relationship as close to Vince McMahon as Triple H, which means that the game has gotten away with quite a few things that many other stars probably would have been fired for, as revealed by Rhyno on an episode of Talk is Jericho earlier this year. The hardcore legend brought up a story told to him by Triple H where the 14-time world champion actually told a little bit of a fib to one of the WWE doctors and got the doc to use a real smelling salt on the chairman during a live segment where he was supposed to be sleeping. And to McMahon's credit, he no-sold it. After it was all over, Triple H attempted to swerve Vince by saying the doctor got a bit nervous, pulled out a real one, but apparently the chairman didn't care and had quite a sense of humor about the whole segment. Number 3, Eric Bischoff canceling Vince's reservation. Eric Bischoff, of course, worked closely with Vince McMahon over the years and recently revealed on his 83 Weeks podcast that there was a time when he even managed to pull off a prank on the chairman while they were in Las Vegas. This happened back in 1995. Bischoff recalled that he got to Vegas a few days before McMahon, and when he found out what hotel McMahon was staying in, he decided to call up and cancel his room. Bischoff recalled that he managed to pull off the prank, but interestingly enough, never heard about McMahon not being able to find a room at the NATPE convention. Instead, he noted that the chairman probably somehow found a room and had to spend a lot more money than he would have, but that was the joy of the prank. At present, it is unknown as to whether or not Vince McMahon was aware of the prank before Bischoff decided to reveal it publicly. Number 2, The Undertaker reversing a prank back on the chairman himself. The Undertaker announced his retirement from WWE back in June after more than 3 decades on top of the wrestling business. Vince McMahon and the dead man have maintained a very close relationship throughout that time, and over the years, The Undertaker has both been pranked by Vince McMahon and has helped the chairman prank some of his fellow wrestlers. Back in 2002, it was The Undertaker's turn to feel the wrath of the boss, or at least it was supposed to be. The Undertaker was in the ring with Booker T, and McMahon was determined to have Taker do a spin-a-rooney. So much so that he kept sending WWE superstars out to the ring to try to push Taker to do it. In the end, Vince McMahon himself made his way out to the ring, and the chairman was the one that was forced to break character and deliver a spin-a-rooney. The dead man left the ring amidst all the chaos after he hit Triple H with a chokeslam. So not only did Undertaker not break character as he was so famous for doing, but he found a way to get out of the ring and actually turn the prank right around on the chairman himself. And number 1, Bobby Heenan's dirtiest prank. Bobby the Brain Heenan, naturally one of the smartest men in the business, and was close enough to Vince McMahon that he often got to prank the chairman. Jim Ross was also close to Heenan throughout his time in WWE and traveled with him and Gorilla Monsoon throughout the early 90s, so he was able to recall one of the best pranks that Vince McMahon has ever had pulled on him. Ross recalled during an episode of Grilling JR earlier this year that Heenan used to arrive prior to McMahon and his entourage, and he would go into the bathroom in Vince's office, do his business, and not flush. Let's keep in mind here that Vince McMahon has a reputation of being very clean, a germaphobe even, with all the rumors of him hating to sneeze and not eating food with his hands. Good old JR, who now works for AEW, did note that he's unsure if Vince McMahon ever knew that it was Heenan who was the one that was pranking him because it was such a good rib. And that is our list this time around. Do you know any more pranks that might have been pulled on the chairman? Don't forget to let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel for more content like this, plus exclusive interviews and more.